So we actually have some amazing news when it comes to brand new games coming to the Xbox platform. And I'm not just talking about the Activision Blizzard deal. No. That's not what this video is about. It's about actual Japanese developers in original Japanese games coming to the platform and how Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer have talked about this. We also have a leak about Asobo Studio reportedly making a brand new game for Xbox that's going to be exclusive. There's a lot of rumors and a lot of leaks, so I just want to get into everything because finally we're talking about other games that are coming to Xbox and not talking about all of these new deals and studios. So let's get into this. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future videos, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go the extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so you know one of the biggest factors that Xbox struggled with last generation was the fact they didn't have a lot of Japanese-centric games that were on the platform. In fact, a lot of the exclusive games that were on the PlayStation 4 were not exclusive by contract. They were just exclusive by those developers not making games for the Xbox platform because they didn't have great relationships with Microsoft and Xbox to get those games on the Xbox platform. So over the last several years, as we've known and Phil Spencer has talked about, he has gone over to Japanese studios, talked to them, built a lot of relationships, and also has tried to get a lot of exclusive deals that might be coming to Xbox Game Pass in the near future. You know, like the Wolong Dynasty game from Team Ninja. All of those deals are from the relationships that Phil Spencer has gone out and done on his own. And there is nothing comparatively to what happened during the 360 era. I know that's kind of weird and left field to talk about, but during the 360 era, there was a bunch of games like Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey that were on the Xbox platform and Japanese-made games that really propelled it into new heights. And since then, the relationship has kind of stagnated. And that's something that Xbox is really trying to remedy. And it's something that this article talks about right here. A senior Microsoft gaming exec has suggested that original Japanese titles are in the works for Xbox. Sarah Bond, who is Microsoft's corporate VP of gaming ecosystem at Xbox, was asked during an IGN Japan live stream on Saturday if Xbox owners should expect original Japanese Xbox published titles in the future, similar to Xbox 360's Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey. Completely, Bond replied. One of the things that I'm super excited about is that we have over 250 developers in Japan developing games for Xbox right now. 150 have already shipped, 100 of them are in Xbox Game Pass, and we recently got to announce 15 titles made in Asia and 13 in Japan. So much has come, but there's even more that's going to come in the future, and I can't wait to reveal it to you all as it starts coming out. Now, this is something that a lot of people have asked for and talked about. We've seen the interviews where Phil Spencer sitting there talking at an event and somebody yells Neo or Persona 5 or just something that isn't on the Xbox platform. And Phil Spencer, to his credit, has said that he's heard these criticisms, that he needs to address this because Xbox as a platform is missing out on all these massive games that a lot of people like. And don't get me wrong, I've played a lot of these games. I started playing Japanese games a little bit more. I've been playing Scarlet Nexus on the Xbox Game Pass app for PC. I've been jumping into other games like Neo 1 and 2 I bought on Steam for sale, and I have to say, we are missing out on a lot of these games and a lot of these experiences that differ to other games that we've played. And don't get me wrong, not all of them are going to be your game. Not all of them are going to be focused for you as a gamer. But for me, I've been trying to expand what I've been playing. And I have to admit, a lot of these Japanese games have great gameplay, but also just a little bit different of an experience that I haven't had as a gamer. So I'm excited that they're focusing on this. But overall, there's even an update from Phil Spencer himself talking about this. In a further interview published by GameWatch, head of gaming Phil Spencer acknowledged demand for original Japanese games on Xbox and said, "We are working on creating such titles. It's not too much to hope for. We've just met with Kojima-san from Kojima Productions and many other game creators to talk about bringing unique titles to the Xbox. We understand that many game fans want them. We are also aware of the common desire for games from Japan. We are working on creating such titles, so please look forward to it." And this is the biggest thing I have to say. You know how serious Xbox is when Phil Spencer is flying out to Japan multiple times a year, cultivating these relationships, and also even making a whole new studio in Japan that is there to cultivate these relationships. The studio isn't there to create one game. They're there to branch out, talk to developers there, and get a creative well of people that they can get games from, and also make those games on the Xbox platform. Because right now, all they're making them for is like Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation platform. Xbox is kind of on the outside looking in, but not anymore. They're going to make all of these developers get to know Xbox, give them the SDKs, go out there and help them develop games for the platform, because you know what? Nothing is preventing them from doing that, not to mention it's going to open up a whole new audience to those developers. And that's what this is all about. Him locking down deals with Kojima and all of the big developers is huge. And one of the biggest surprises for me during E3 was how they closed out the show talking about these Japanese developers and all these games that are coming to Game Pass. That's the whole point. They want to get these things on mobile, they want to get these things on PC, and of course, Xbox. They want these on the platform that expands the most because it reaches the biggest audience. And that's what they're going to do from now on. Kojima's game is going to come out. The Team Ninja deal was insane to me. The Wolong Dynasty game looks awesome, and I can't wait to play that. And these are the developers of Neo 1 and 2, so they're going to start working with Xbox to get some of these games on there. And as somebody that's been kind of messing around with Neo, the first one on Steam, I have to say, it's a really well-made game. I understand that they're starting to make bigger games and they're a very good developer, but over time, they're just going to get even better and better, and they're announcing a lot of games like that Ronin game that was on PlayStation. So overall, Xbox isn't going to miss out on Japanese developers anymore. I'm sure there's still a long road ahead, and I'm sure they're going to need a little bit more time, but overall, I'm glad that they're doing this. Which now, I want to shift over to Asobo Studios. You know, the people that make A Plague Tale Requiem, and of course have made Flight Simulator. This studio has been with Xbox, working with them a lot. It's almost as if they're kind of like an exclusive studio because a lot of their games go to Xbox Game Pass. They helped make an exclusive game for Xbox, and they're just getting started with this relationship. And according to a couple of insiders from Xbox era, they're talking about a kart game. That's right, like a racing kart game, kind of like what Mario Kart was. And this is what the article has to say about this. Given that the first-party lineup for Xbox does not feature a kart racer, this may be something Microsoft and Asobo Studio are considering. Based on Special Nick's information, the concept is still in the prototyping phase, so it remains to be seen whether it materializes into an actual game in the end. So, I gotta say, I understand that Special Nick has gotten some things right, and he's also gotten some things wrong, but overall, he tends to keep his ear to the ground. So, I've heard this from a couple other people also, so there might be some merit here. I don't know if the game is actually going to come out, but if you look at all of the IPs that Xbox owns with Bethesda, and if the Activision Blizzard deal does go through, they're going to have so many characters from so many IPs that at this point, why don't you make a kart racer? And don't get me wrong, I'm not a big racing fan, but I love kart racers. I loved Mario Kart on the N64. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think that it's a pretty good game to get going in Xbox if they have the IPs to make it that much more fun. And I've also been one of those people that have been advocating for kind of like a Smash Brothers multi-versus fight game within Xbox. I know that sounds weird, but I just feel like they have so many characters that it would be insane to do that. Make it free to play and just have fun with it. But you got to make it a great fighting game like multi-versus is. And that's all that I got to talk about, because I don't want to go into the kart racer anymore. It's a massive rumor that's been talked about. There's nothing that's really fluid about it. There's nothing that's really concrete about it. And I just want that game to kind of get announced if it is Asobo. They've also been rumored to be working on something else, and I gotta say, Asobo does have a lot of relationship with Xbox, and I feel like they're always working with Xbox to make something. So who knows what else they're doing? I feel like they're going to be a target that Xbox grabs after the Activision deal is over. You know, just grab Asobo Studios, bring them into the Xbox Game Studios family, and see what happens from there, especially since they're one of the biggest third-party studios that Xbox works with, and they've become kind of like a second-party studio, almost in the like of Playground Games, who got bought in 2018. But overall, all of these games, all of these things that are being announced, I'm excited for. I can't wait to see the Japanese games. I can't wait to see the kart game if that ever gets announced. And I can't wait to see all the relationship that Xbox are working on within Japanese gaming, because yeah, I've been starting to play a little bit more JRPGs or Japanese-made games, and I have to say, they're a lot of fun and really good gameplay-wise. But let me know what you think about all this. Are you surprised that Xbox is trying to lock down Japanese games? Do you think we're going to get some big exclusive Japanese games from studios out there? Can you see them going after somebody like Platinum Games and maybe locking something down there? Or do you think the relationship there needs to be built a little bit more? And can you see some of the bigger studios in Japan ignoring PlayStation and making Xbox exclusive games? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button that support out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zalker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also, follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a lot of Days Gone. I'm about 20 hours in. I'm trying to complete that game. I want to get it done before October kicks in, because once October comes out, it's going to be insane. There's a lot of games coming out, like Gotham Knights, A Plague Tale Requiem, Call of Duty. There's a lot of stuff coming out that I want to sink my teeth into. Not to mention, I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft with my buddies during Classic, but now that the expansion's coming out, I feel like all the servers are full, and it's kind of hard to get into. But I'm also waiting for my Steam Deck. That is coming this week. I can't wait to jump into that. I'm going to emulate the heck out of it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with the Steam Deck. I'm also going to be making that my backlog killer, because I have so many games on Steam, but I also have a lot of games on my Xbox that I can emulate or stream to my Steam Deck that I can just play right there. So it's going to be a lot of fun jumping into that. I'm looking forward to it. I've been playing a lot more PC lately because I'm just enjoying the games that are on there, especially like Days Gone, which is taking a lot of my time, and I want to get through my backlog there because I'm playing a lot of PlayStation games there also. But let me know what you're playing on there. Are you playing something on your PC, your Xbox Series X, or are you on your PS5 playing something? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for, is to talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later!